Hello, everybody. Welcome to Manifestation Theory, our brand new podcast show. And this show intended to showcase to you the successful people and their ideas so that you'll be able to implement those in your manifestation journey. Today, we're going to have a beautiful guest. Let me make a quick introduction about her. She's a working mother with two beautiful kids. Professional exposure is more than 15 years in banking and IT industry. She's an expert in project management, service management, and quality assurance with testing. She has been receiving 7 awards in her career journey, and the most significant one is Put the Client First. She's also a certified HRDF Corp trainer, a makeup artist who has beautified lots of brides out there for their big day to make it more memorable and cherished all their lifetime. She loved to meditate and involved in spiritually inclined studies, it seems, and her vision is to uplift single mom and teenagers who wants to grow in their life. Amazing. Let's welcome Mrs. Revathy Samy with us. Hello.
Hi, Mangala. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Revathy?
I'm great.
How are you feeling today?
Oh, so great. Feel so energetic. Yeah, happy to see both of you here.
Lovely. It's
Yeah.
like we are having a nice color theme like together, right? In the same tone.
Yeah. The subtle colors.
The subtle ones. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. So let's have a brief introduction, right? The first question itself, brief us about the manifestation journey you have got with Dilip and how did you found us actually?
Okay. I found Dilip in TikTok. There was one day that I was browsing through my phone. So I found Dilip's talk. Then I was looking at it and I feel like I think I'm going to get something out of this person. Right. I've been into many spiritual masters, healing masters, and now is the time for me to bring transformation into myself. So when Dilip speaks about transformation and so on, I find that probably this guy could help me. So that's why I contacted Dilip and I spoke to him. And initially, I went for the group sessions. Then I decided that I need one-to-one with Dilip. So that's where my journey starts with Dilip for the one-to-one session, which was very, very, very helpful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So how was your experience to that?
Because we all tend to have that perception, right? If a woman grows older, she doesn't understand things, she doesn't really grow herself. So that is a perception people always have about it. And initially, Revathy was first person for me to break my limiting mindset as well. You know
Wow.
what? There are moms who out there who's so powerful and they really want to nurture their kids, right? So that was a mind blowing experience for me because initially we whenever it's a transformation journey, whenever it's one to one, our first 4 sessions is going to be very, very, very hard. I mean, like it's for me as a
Challenging.
coach and it's for her as a coachee as well, right?
Yeah. I wanted to quit the second session.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know this.
Because he was so challenging for me, right? Then I was thinking the whole week before my next session, I say, should I just continue? Because I feel uncomfortable, the second
Okay.
one. I think Dilip really put us into a situation that you go deep down and you find yourself through this journey. You know, of course he guides, but then the answer won't come from him. Usually we expect the answer from another person.
Yes.
So that the journey is easy, right? But this with Dilip, it's very, very different. He makes you bring out the best out of you, you know.
Exactly.
So in that sense, I find because I've never thought about it earlier, so it's a kind of Dilip drilling you in, right? So it's painful and then uncomfortable. Then I feel like, how am I going to go through this session with this guy? Then I decided, because I'm a person who always give a try. I will never say no to anything. It could be even a failure or a success. Success is good. If failure, it's always a knowledge, right? So then I think about it the whole week. I said, no, I'm just going to go continue this session with Dilip. And the third one was so awesome. the moment I always feel like the moment I put the first step out of my comfort zone, I feel it is so beautiful. The session was so great with Dilip. Then I think I told him on the 5th or 6th, right? I supposed to quit, but now I have no regrets of putting the first step out because I got to know so many things about myself
Wow.
through the journey.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is also for us actually. It is also for us. We do have a lot of dropouts in second and third session. But then what we realized through our data we have analyzed, through our data, whatever we have analyzed, we realized that whoever is crossing our third session, they will make the transformation. Whoever is unable to do it, but they come back actually, it's most of the time that question which leave them to find those curious people to go back and find the answers. They will come back, but it may be 6 months, it may be 1 year, or it may be 2 years. Some clients came back to us after 2 years, but then they made it happen, right? So that is how it is. And thank you so much for making your uncomfortable steps.
Thank you for coming into my life, Dilip.
Oh.
Yeah, I love to call you as a coach because I see you as a person who show me the path. So you have noticed that even others call you Dilip, I always call you coach because you're a coach for me.
It's also sometimes it makes me uncomfortable. Before I didn't really embrace my coach role, right? So when people call me coach, I'll be like, oh, one kind of uncomfortable feeling will come in. But then recently I started it, right? I started embracing it. What am I walking
I think the
through?
most was yours actually. You was keep calling coach.
In the group sessions also she'll call
He'll be
coach. I was like, oh, okay. I'm getting there.
Beautiful. So thanks for that, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for openly sharing that you was about to quit, but then you made that uncomfortable step. I guess that is one breaking point for all of us. Like when we really sit with the deepest truth about ourselves, it's either the two choice that we're going to make. Either we're going to go on with it, continue to discover and go face it, or avoid it and, just don't want to face it, right? I'm so happy and proud of you, Revathy. Thank you so much.
Mangala.
And that leads back to this question, right? You have been into lots of spiritual journeys.
Yeah.
I've heard that you have gone through lots of learnings and so much of things, right? But what is that one deep insight do you find it aligning when it comes to manifestation?
Okay, because initially it's more to seeking, right? I'm keep seeking, but I'm not stopping anywhere, right? I used to wonder myself, why am I approaching so many places, but I'm not stopping anywhere? I'm not even being connected with those people. And, some people will be in this committee for a longer period, but I go there is only for few period of time. Then after that, I will move on. So, and also what I thought is in this journey of keep searching spiritually or healing and all these things, of course, it has helped me to a certain extent. But somehow or other, I find that things are manifesting, it's not happening. Right? Or it is just there, but something is blocking. Right? So in that case, I feel that I always ask myself a question, why am I not reaching that place that I'm supposed to reach? What is that which is stopping me? So probably that makes me to go and search. Go search more and more so that I'll find one day somebody who will take me there, probably in that thought. And when I find Dilip, he managed to explain to me or make me understand that there are a lot of things happen in my past which is still in me, where that is become a barrier or a blocking me from achieving that. And also
Blocking you from seeing that you are already worthy enough.
Wow.
yes.
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 Because if a person is able to walk through in all her lifetime and then almost reach adulthood, almost become a mother, and without saying no to people, how much energy you guys would have spent. Really, that's a lot of energy. As a man, I'm saying it, but I do see all wide range of women in my life. So I able to see that, because a woman without saying no, walking through a journey, it's really tough, guys. I mean, it's not easy to walk through the journey. And if you are made all those journey and then you're almost there as an mother and you have two kids who is already grown up, so what you needed to recognize is that you have done an amazing life journey, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that has a lot of deep energy within you, which is unexplored. So that is the reason we tend to go for finding our healing.
Yep.
But then imagine what is a beautiful love you can get in your life, mother's love, and you already have it within you. Why? What is stopping you to see it?
Right? Wow.
Yeah, yes, well, Dilip. I find it a bit difficult to recognize the love. I can be loving to others, but within me, I find it empty. Like it's so difficult. I keep going back to Dilip. I keep telling him, I cannot feel it. Then Dilip was suggesting me certain meditation techniques, and also during the sessions he brings me into the meditative techniques states and make me feel. For right now I'm not 100%, I won't say that, but then I'm already like 50 or 60% there. And I know that I'm very happy and I feel loved seeing myself, and I know that I'm already in that journey of loving, developing the love within me. Yeah. So thanks, Coach.
Welcome, Revathy. Welcome.
I can just say thank you and thank you for many things.
But it's great that you have walked through the journey and then you're being here to share about it to many more women who is watching this, many more couples who are watching this, many more mothers who are watching this, right? So like he said, there is one part in our life where I've gone through this as well. When things is not working well, we go into spiritual journey thinking that, okay, let me find something, let me serve something there, right?
Yeah.
But now being explored both side of it, like every familial aspect, every career aspect, every spiritual aspect, and manifesting everything now. How do you think we can integrate both spirituality and manifestation?
Okay, integrate spirituality. Of course, you need to have some beliefs, right? We need to, like myself, I'm a very staunch Shiva devotee, right? I do meditations, I pray, and so on. But when it came to manifestation, what it helps is I'm integrating while I'm meditating and probably my chanting and all that. I'm also integrating the manifestation part of seeing your future or feeling your future. And I believe this is something very new to me, which I have just incorporated recently after I take the class from Dilip. And I'm seeing remarkable results in myself that I can see that things are happening. One by one, I'm achieving it. Yeah. Things that I wanted in my life.
Yeah. So most of the time when we are following any spiritual practices, most of the time people tend to go outside of the body.
Exactly.
Right. So the most deepest insight you can ever get is go deep within you rather than going outside of you. If you go deep within you, all the practices which you have made, it has an energetical architecture within you. So I mean, like you can share like the new mantra came in, the new guidance came in within you, right? So how was the experience actually?
Yeah, that was something which is I feel like, oh my God, somebody is like talking to me. It's just that, my working life is like I'm in a testing environment and I spend long hours testing and so on. So my energy a bit low lately, and before I go to sleep, I always pray, seek guidance from God. And one night, while I was sleeping, I heard this noise. And sorry, not noise. It's just a word which comes to me and say, first I should change the mantra that I'm reciting right now, and secondly, that voice asked me to be silent and calm. So I was like, when the moment I woke up in the morning, I was thinking like, oh my God, this is, I don't know who is it, probably my Lord Shiva or the Guru that I'm praying to, Guru Ramana. that I have started to follow him. But I have his statue in my house for more than 15 years. But only lately I can feel that my attachment towards him becoming more. So I'm not sure. It's all. I mean, in India, it's energy, right? So I take it that Shiva could be Ramana or whatever, but then it comes to me, right? So since then, I changed my mantra, and also I keep telling myself, this sound within you have asked you to be calm and silent. So I share this with coach, and a coach said, okay. So he said, okay, you follow the instruction. You know what has come within you. So this is something happened to me like a magic. Like I don't know from where the sound came. So probably the spiritual journey.
I think
that
these
I've-
things
yeah.
you don't need to try to justify
Yeah.
because it's your own spiritual journey, right?
It's like
because
our
it's kind
higher
of
self.
like, yeah, it's coming from your own spiritual self. Words can't explain this. If you are trying to put words to explain it, you are going to your thinking mind, so which is
logical.
not connecting with your soul.
Yeah.
Because this is your own soul experience about your manifestation, and if you really being truthful to this, it is going to bring you to the journey which whatever that you're seeking, right? So it's kind of like same for me as well. There's a word came to me that varum moolam unai uyartha varuvargal padarade. That's kind of words came to me, right? So I mean, like those kind of words, it has a very deep meaning. You may not be able to understand it now, but eventually in one day when you are reaching your purpose, and that time when you look back those words, you will recognize those people, those journey you had been through, the knowledge you had been through, everything will come to you as enlightenment, right? So
Can
that
you
is-
just explain the word that you said just now? Like, what does that meaning?
so it means that a source will come to you where you will find those people who's going to be surrounded by you. Why are you being anxious now? Right. So it's kind of like now if you notice the people are surrounded me with full of love, who's like I'm grateful of and they are grateful about me. So and then the source is within me. So that was the thing which I gave it back to Revathy say that source we are always trying to find outside. The source is within you because you are a part of Godical. And also if you notice all three of us are I surrender to Shakti, and then you surrender to Shiva, she surrendered to Shiva, and then whoever the spiritual guide, right? Like for her Ramana, for me it's Rumi. And it's not only one spiritual guide, there will be like multiple spiritual guides who would have given you a knowledge, or some people who might not even exist, it's not a knowledge, it's something you are getting a download from spiritual realm, right? So that's a part of it.
And ultimately, it will lead back to us, within us. The soul seeking is inside of us, and
How are you
go
going to give love to yourself,
And
how are you going to give love to others around
others
you?
around you, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that is so beautiful. It's getting so deep and it's so intense. Thank you very much for sharing this, right? I love the word that you said, feeling your future. Like we can be visualizing our future, we can be writing down our future, we can be listing or talking about it, right? One important element is feeling the future, like emotionally you feel it, right? So that goes back to how emotionally you're connected and feeling it within you. Being a mother of 2 kids, right? In this manifestation journey, how are you being emotionally centered?
You mean in the family? In
Any area of your life?
Oh, yeah. I think after I took the session with Dilip and also my meditations, right? So it helps me to become more calm. I'm very calm in any state. And before I could utter a word, I will always have a pause and think whether is this necessary to say. And I know that lately I've been very, very patient. Even I think my home, my husband, my kids, they can see that I'm totally a different Revathy compared to many years back.
Really, how was she many years back? Just a glimpse of her.
Yeah. stressful,
Okay.
breaking things.
Oh, breaking things.
Breaking things means, especially the kitchen.
Oh, really? Okay.
When you get angry with your kids or anybody, you just throw
Oh my God.
things into, whatever it is. So I'm no longer doing it. I can feel that I'm in a calm state all the time. Even while I'm driving, while we are driving on the road, there's so many kind of characters, people coming in front of us, bike, the cars and all that. So I would like to share an incident lately. I was going to pick my daughter, and there was a car in front of me who put a sudden brake. I braked, and the car at the back, he hit me. Because I put a brake so that I don't go and hit the car in front of me. So he hit me. Then we go to the side and we parked. And I don't know why, when at the moment I look at him, I just feel so pity for him. Because during that time is Hari Raya time, and the first thing come to my mind is he must be fasting in a hot sun. The moment I look at his face, I said that the Hari Raya is just like in a week time. And I don't know why, I just felt I should not trouble this guy, right? So I just asked him, do you have insurance because his car was quite badly dented. He said, yeah. So I said, okay, then we settle ourselves. Then I took my car, I called my husband. He said, oh, why you never ask? Then we have to make a police report. And I said, I just don't feel like giving that guy trouble. I just feel pity for him, So of course I ended up paying more for my car repair and all that. But then I feel like during that time, I didn't feel angry. I can even see others in some other situations, people yell, they get angry immediately, spontaneously. I don't do that. I'm just, no matter whatever the situation is, I can feel that I can control myself.
It's
I
more
can
like
be in this
you did
calm
regulated yourself, and you were able to put yourself in other person's shoe and feel how they would be feeling. I mean, ultimately, that is the compassionate self of us, which will be like empathizing with another person.
Yeah.
And such emotional reaction may not be able to need it because we as human being does the mistakes, right? It's beautifully, it's very beautifully said.
That again goes back to the question you asked about like how do you regulate your emotion with your kids, right? So which is a very great improvement I could really be happy and proud of, because if you are not getting angry and yelling at your kids, it is a sign that you are spiritually growing, because you are having compassion for a human being. Exactly. You don't see them like you are owning your daughter or you are owning your son, so that you can yell at them.
Feeling
also,
superior over them. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more of like a conscious parenting, right? So we are so happy to see that.
That's what, go ahead. That's what I was about to ask actually. From the personality of throwing things in the kitchen and the relationship with the kid, to the personality of being able to empathize and being compassionate and the relationship with the kid. What's the difference you're feeling from your kids' perspective, something that they have shared with you?
Oh, yeah. Okay. With my kids, we are very close. I'm blessed with a girl and a boy. Both are very close to me, and they really understands my situation, right? Even when I'm at work, they don't come and disturb me. But at times, situation happens, right? They will just come and trigger you something, and you are too much focused in your work. I do feel a little bit of stress during that time. But even though I tell them, don't disturb me, I'm doing my work. Let me just focus this and come back. But I have this realization, right? Immediately will come to me and say that I shouldn't raise my voice. You see, we are just human, right? We tend to. It's not like we are clean slate that we never get angry, we never shout and all these things. Of course, the shouting level all have come down so much lower. But when children come trigger you when you're doing something important, you just tend to say, can you just leave me alone for a while? Let me finish this and come. But even that time, I have that realization that I'm not supposed to talk like that. Or I will just say sorry to my children after that. But my kids are very adorable. They follow what I say. Even I train them in meditation. My daughter has started to do meditation. She's 17 years old, and she can see now it helps a lot into her studies and all that. So probably I'm blessed to have these two kids who is they really understand me, and possible enough they don't give me trouble, and they're always like walking along with me by side, left one and right one.
Beautiful.
So your kids will give you only trouble when you have trouble within you.
Actually.
That point.
The moment you find peace within you, your kids will not going to be a trouble, or your kids will not be triggering you.
Because they will be kids. When we
Yeah.
have trouble, our lens will automatically come up and expecting them to understand us. But actually, kids being kids, let them be the kids. That's why we are here to facilitate and guide them, right?
Yeah.
So when we are at peace, we can just see them as they are without any lenses, right? It's just they being the kids. It's beautifully said.
So that lens will become a part of your love, actually, as a human being, as a parent, as a mother. That's the real mother's love.
Yeah. Coach, another thing is like the vibration, right? When you have peace within you, you vibrate peace. So eventually it will affect the other person to become peace as well. Or whatever state they are, they won't be so aggressive to that level. It's just that energy vibrations that we give to.
Yeah, I mean, like to put the right words. I mean, like the people will be mistaking the affect word, right? It's not the affect. You are elevating them in their consciousness as well, right?
Correct.
So because it's kind of like you are already elevated when you are able to be in that value, you are bringing them to your vibration.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
So it's so beautiful to hear your current self, your journey, a bit more deeper, dive in deeper, right? I've heard this as we speak. You have had this thought of disappearing from your life. That is something really deep. I have seen people having this thought. It ultimately lead to, the very challenging action that some people have made in their life as well. Disappearing from our life. It's very, very deep.
Yeah.
But here you are today speaking about love, compassion, transformation and everything, and being a channel for many people out there. Probably they would really want to hear the transformation from that period of time and to who you are now. How did you walk through this whole step?
Yeah. Okay, disappearing. Yeah, it comes to me also. Could be because I lost my mom 4 years back. Lost me in the terms that she went missing from home.
Yeah, this is a part which I wanted to tell you guys. I mean, like if you guys able to find her mom, we'll be very, very happy too. Probably we will also post her picture in this channel.
Yep.
I hope if we can find her, it would be great, guys. I mean, like if it would be a very great act we can do for a daughter who's missing her mom almost like 3 years, and she don't know where is she now. 3 or 4?
4 years.
4
plus,
years, yeah.
She just walked out from my brother's home one day, and we went all the way out. And until today, we are still searching for her, and we couldn't find her. And I love my mom so much. She is my pillar, right? So when she gone missing, I feel like I have nowhere to go because my father passed away when I was 18 years old. So all the while my mom was with us. I have 3 siblings together with me. So we grow together, right? And she's a wonderful lady, which I do not want to miss her this way, right? And of course, at the initial stage, we couldn't accept what happens to us. And to be very frank, since my mom left the family, and until today, we have lost our happiness. Basically, like in any functions, we don't feel it's full. It's like something is always missing there, right? So we have given our level best of effort, put our effort, the much that we can. Even my relatives have come forward to help us, take us around, bring into search and all that. But until today, we don't find her. What's happening is, during that time, I also go through the mid-crisis in my life. People say 30s, but I had it in nearly my early 40s. it's like hitting me from both sides, right? So crawling up from that crisis and finding myself, coming out from that. Before I come for the manifestation, I always have this thought of going missing one day. Will I be going missing like my mom too? So I had that in my mind all the time, right? So I just don't know why the thought comes, because I'm the elder daughter, because the fear is always there. Will I be going missing like my mom too? You know, and this kind of things keep troubling me. Then what I did during my session with Dilip, I do mention to him this fear comes in, and he took me to a process, and the thoughts no more coming to me, and I'm very happy at this moment. I overcome the thoughts, and it's not even appearing anytime in right now. It's not even coming. I know it's gone. The thoughts is gone. It's no more there. So this is it, Mangala, because it happens right to my mom. So I have this fear that could it happen during my older days? So thanks, Dilip. You
Yes.
bring me to that state that it will never happen to everybody. Dilip managed to explain to me that if happens to your mom, it's not necessary it will happen to you. And look at the things that you're having surround you, and feeling grateful, provide gratitude or whatever. So, and when I go through the process, I managed to overcome it.
Yeah, so most of the time we will become a medium, right? So whatever the pain our parents given to us, we tend to become a medium, and we tend to have a fear. That one is whatever the pain they have given, it will become a fear inside us, right? So then we will transmute that to our kids. So you really needed to process it and understand that fear, because you have beautiful kids and they needed to walk through their journey, and you are the generational breaker, right? So and you needed to recognize that energy is within you to facilitate and nurture your kids. When you don't see that, you tend to get lost in your fear, because fear is easy to manipulate you. Fear is easy to it is a very unconscious energy. You won't even know what you're doing, and you end up hurting your kids.
Yeah. Yeah, coach. Actually, I'm a person who thinks a lot, right? My mind will be always thinks too many things. And I also have accident before. I fell in the house because my mind is like overthink. I've been when we married, it's an initial stage of marriage and all that. So a lot of things will be coming into our life, right? When we don't get proper guide, we just follow the heart, or follow what we think of right at that moment we do it, right? So there's this incident happen in the house that I just don't know how it happens, but it's just triggered me to make this fast move. It's just at home. I fell down and I hit my head to the cupboard edge. The first thing I saw is like the blood is dripping. Right. Then I lost my control and I fell down. I had I broke my bone here at the shoulder here. Then my husband, he rushed me to the hospital. I thought that I'm going to die on that day. Right. My daughter is only 1 year old that time. So during that time, after I come out from that operation, I went into depression, where I cannot accept the pain that I gone through and why it happens to me, because I never think bad for others, right? It's then after a long period of going through, I even embark, because I feel like so lost, right? I embark into Kriya Yoga with Master Mani Segaran, and that Kriya Yoga brought me out from the depression state. And that's where I go into, I read a book, Yogi Paramahamsa. I read his book. Then I had some clarity. I go into
Which year
Kriya.
you have read it?
Yeah, because
That is when my daughter is 1 year plus, almost 2 years, and now she's 17.
Oh, okay.
It's
That must be
about
long
16,
back, right?
So-
15, 16 years back.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a beautiful thing about it, right? Sometimes these kind of connections, like you talk about like Shiva, you talk about like Paramahansa Yogananda. So these things will guide us to guide each other, right? It's not only I am the guide for you; it's you are the guide for me as well. Some places to show me that you know what, there is this kind of mom exists, there is this kind of kids exist, right? So those are the things we will get go through, right?
Yeah. That book, when I read it, right? In fact, I have my very best friend. Her name is Mohana. She's a yoga instructor. She always asks me to go and do Kriya Yoga because she knows that I'm having these too many things in my mind, need to align it. But I delay it. You see, when I delay it, that accident happened to me. If I would have gone earlier, I would have saved that thing. So then after that, I went into Kriya Yoga. I learned Kriya Yoga. It bring me back to my self. And that's where my next journey in my life started. So that is something that I realized today after going through so many spiritual studies or meditations and healing sessions. I find that mothers, you should not have too many things in your mind. When you have too many things in your mind, you will not be able to see what is in front of you. There can be even a block in front of you. You won't be able to see. You
You'll
will
go and
just go
hit
and
it.
hit it.
Hit it and then bleed
Yes.
it. Oh, sorry, that's
Yeah,
not a joke
and
actually. It's a serious
it,
thing.
it will
Actually.
hit. It's not even this accident. Even when I was younger time, right, while I was walking on the roadside, I used to think a lot. And there's once at Central Market, there is the road banner. I went and hit right on the banner. So I'm a person who thinks a lot.
And you keep hitting.
I keep hitting because I cannot see in front. That shows that it's an experience. Shows that when you go into your deep thoughts, you will not be able to see what is in front of you. So why is it unnecessary thoughts?
Let me maybe course correct it, right? It's not your deep thoughts, it is your mental noise. When it comes to the deep
Yeah.
thoughts,
Overthink.
I mean,
Overthinking,
like
yeah.
Mangala used to be adoring me in this part of it. Like when it comes to the deep thoughts, you will still be able to drive your car. You still be able to aware about your surroundings. That is deep
Environment.
thoughts. But when it comes to mental noise, it's kind of like when you're driving, you will be seeing like, am I seeing the road properly? Am I seeing?
Yeah.
Am I
Anxiousness.
seeing my? Am I putting a brake properly? Is this person next to me? Is he? Driving properly, all these judgments will come to you,
Yeah.
right? So and then you will go and hit eventually because you're only like Revathy said, like you're only seeing the block, you're not seeing the road ahead of you.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I know why that accident happened in my past, why I hit the road banner, all that. So right now, after all the studies I took, the journey, I no longer have that thought in my mind. My mind is very calm. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, meditations and the knowledge I get through the manifestation class have made me to become a person who is very calm, and the deep thinking will only come during my meditation time. I go within myself. Yeah.
Amazing. Just reverting into the question a bit, right? Which means like the depressive period that you have gone through and then the physical accidents that you have gone through. So it's more like past 20 years you have gone through a sort of loneliness, it seems, in your life, right? And
yeah.
how did that impacted, like these are the impacts, or how did that impacted you in other areas of your life? Like for example, it can be a career, business, money, relationship with money. How did that impact it? And currently, how are you feeling about
Yeah.
the connection you have?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. The thing is, right now, the loneliness, especially, I like to highlight here. It happens when during my mid crisis that I was saying, right, during my 40s when my mother go missing. First, secondly, I had some issues with relationship, my husband and myself. So during that time, I find that there is a gap came, and I started to feel lonely. So my husband is there. He's there. He's doing his duty. Everything he's doing, whatever is necessary, there. But then I feel that I totally disconnected myself from others. And I started to feel very, very lonely. And that's where the thoughts of going missing, all these things comes in. Right. So, and I keep putting the blame on others instead of looking within me. You know, like my husband not doing this, that's why I'm like this. You know, he's not doing this and that. Or because my mom gone missing, that's why I'm doing this and that. But I've been living like that for almost 4 years, 4 to 5 years. Then my coach have make me realize it's not others, it's within you. You clear you clean yourself. You know, the moment you clean yourself, you'll be able to see the truth, because you have to be happy within you. You bring that in you. So now, today I'm sitting here, I'm very happy within me. That loneliness is no longer there. I always feel like I'm surrounded with people. So I'm no longer alone. You know, in family, I have my husband, I have my children, I have my aunt, my sisters, my brothers, my best friends. So many people around me. So I was thinking, no, why do I have to feel alone?
Oh my God.
So that's
so
the
beautiful.
period that I gone through, but no longer. Thank you, coach. Thank you so
Welcome, Revathy,
much.
welcome. So most of the time we do feel lonely because you see in life we tend to go into responsibility so much, and then we don't really look at ourselves and appreciate ourselves, saying that, you know what, this is what I have been through. These are the things I had elevated myself. I have grown myself as a, you see, different phases of life, right? So you have a relationship, you have kids coming to your life, then you have a house, you have a car. That's every time you are growing in your life. But then most of the time you are spending a lot of energy in doing more and more, but you don't pause yourself and see yourself. Am I appreciating myself? Right? So that's the one question, which that question is missing. And then we started to see why my partner is not appreciating me, why my kids are not appreciating me, why did my mother leave me without any notice. So that appreciation is what blocking your I mean, like, it is what blocking you to see that you're surrounded by people, right? So then you will tend to feel that, you know what, I'm lonely. That is because first step is for you to appreciate yourself and accept yourself, that you are the person. Every part of your life you have never said no, and you have never ever given up on people, because you are the one pillar who has always been there for your kids, for your husband, for your mom, for your dad, for your whoever it is, right? Like the aunt or whatever that everything has mentioned, right? So you really needed to see that. The moment you see that, that's when you are appreciating yourself, that's when you're accepting yourself, that's when you will really see there are people around you and you're never being lonely in your life.
Yes, I would like to add on this part of it, right? Thanks to Dr. Shafali for saying this. When you become very unconscious about the love you have, you literally become like the emotional beggars to the people outside of you, expecting them to give you love, becomes needy of love, becomes like not feeling enough of anything, and you will definitely feel that you have the need for someone else to give you the love, right? Which you wouldn't know, because if you have never felt it within you, the consciously feeling love. Because if you consciously feeling love, you will be the person who shares love among anybody, like appreciating every connection around us, especially when it comes to relationship, guys. I really want to highlight this because we have seen this among couples, right? We each other becomes emotionally needy for each other, where putting the responsibility to the partner that you have to make me happy, you have to make me feeling loved, you have to do this, do that. Whereas what is that we are feeling inside? Are we feeling fulfilled to be able to even receive when they give love, right? That's the part of it. Thank you.
That was beautifully said.
Right. So that is leading back to another question, right? So from your past, it has been like so much of energy. You have, you have hit the fall, you brought back yourself, and like you are really growing. But have you seen ceiling in your growth? And how do you think this manifestation classes and coaching helped you to break that ceiling and think beyond in your life?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, prior coming to the manifestation class, right? As I mentioned, I always seek, but I don't know where I'm going. You know, I have no destination basically. So I won't say there's a shilling there. It's just that I'm like a person who lost in the jungle. I just keep following and taking this, taking that. Of course, I gain some knowledge from there, but then I don't know what is the purpose or where is my destination. What I really want to do, that during I was in that state, I keep asking myself, why am I not stopping anywhere? I'm keep going. Where am I going to go? Is it like going to continue going? I'll just take any courses, which comes in front of my eyes. I'll just go and do it. This course, okay, I'll go and do it. That course, I'll go and do it. In a way that I know I'm searching for something. But when I go there and do it after that, after finishing the course, nothing happens. Then I'll go and seek for another one. So I do share that with Coach. Coach, why am I not stopping anywhere? Why am I keep going? So he said, you need to know what you want to be first. Align yourself, then go according to it. So of course, I have a great passion to become a trainer. I like to teach people, but I've never gone into that state, or I've never got any opportunity to do that because I've been always in the banking line, information technology line, So this is a passion that I have all the time. And after the manifestation classes, drilling down into me, Coach has even gave me this this statement, right, that which I will tell every day during my meditation. That can I share here?
Yeah.
That okay. He said that I'm an entrepreneur who gives job opportunity for single mom and for those who wants to grow. So this we came out through our session. After Coach understands what I want and all that, so he said, okay, this is it. So when I look at it, I tell, this is it. This is what I want. So now I'm pursuing towards that. I have my vision that I want to set up my own beauty center, and I want to give chances for single moms, especially for single moms and for those who are financially having difficulties to survive. The first job will go for them, because I really want to uplift their life.
Wow.
See, so this is my vision right now. And in order for me to reach there, what are the things that I need to achieve? So the first I achieved was lately, my long time dream is achieving train the trainer certifications, which I have completed lately through the HRDF Corp training center. And next I'll be going for the accreditations certifications. And moving forward, I'm also a MOA. I've done bridals many years back, but then due to family, children and all that, I put it pause for a while and I've started back again. So this is my dream, bringing beauty into people's life. I love to see beautiful people. I love to make people look beautiful. Whenever I look at somebody's face, I always imagine like how if I put this one there, make them look so beautiful. This is the only imagination comes to me. So breaking the barriers, it's I have break it, and I found my purpose in life right now through Coach, and I'm moving towards that. So my thinking mind or my visions is not cluttered around into so many things. No, it's just I'm focusing in one area, and that's the ultimate that I want to achieve.
Amazing. Beautifully shared. You have answered my other question to ask about your vision.
Yeah.
And just a bit deeper, why? Like, who you want to become. Why? Why you wanted to actually help those people?
Yeah. Okay, why I want to help, right? Being a mother, I know how tough it is. It's not an easy role to become a role model for the children, right? We have to ensure that first they are very happy. We have to create the happy environment in the home for them. A happy child will never go in a wrong way. And as a mother, you must know where to stop them and also must know where to embrace them, right? This is all on a mother perspective. And financially, um, in order to ensure for nowadays, right, to ensure the kids is excelling well in their studies or in their curriculum and all this, you need to take out financially. You need to be stable, right? So, like myself, I'm lucky because my husband is always there to contribute. So we share and then we discuss. So the children achieved whatever they want to do, right? And my husband also always say that let them do what they want to be. We should not enforce our dream into them,
Yes.
right? So for my kids, I give them the freedom to choose what they want to be, and as a parents, we guide them. So I always think, here I am with my husband. We are walking along to support the children in order for them to achieve their dreams. How about the single mom? They have to work. They have to contribute their time. There's so many things they are doing as one person.
Yes.
Right. So, and I'm very sure out there's so many moms like me also feeling lonely. Initially, how I used to feel, depressed because of finance and all these things. So, for me, I choose single mom because I also want to become their support, right? Not only financially, because of course in a beauty center, whatever I can give them as a pay, I will give. But a part of that, whatever I have experienced in my life, I want to be their support. I want to guide them as well, so that they will raise up good children for this nation. So that's where I picked single mom, because I can feel them. I can feel the struggle they are going through, and every mom will have this vision that they want their children to become somebody one day, right? So that is the purpose. And the other area is for those teenagers, children who financially struggling. So I want to give an opportunity to them so that they can they go to school or whatever. So weekends they can come and help me, and I can also give them something so that it will help them in their growth as well.
So noble.
Thank
So
you,
noble.
Mangala.
Thank you so much for being a divine mother for the people in the nation.
Yeah, I
Thanks
want
a
to
lot.
do that. Yeah.
I mean, let me ask you one question, right? Because this has become like a mindset for people that single moms, it's very hard for them to find healing, find the help they needed because of finance actually. So, but I do see finance is not the problem actually, because the moment you seek for help, there are beautiful masters out there who's really wanted to help people, like the ways Revathy is having a vision to help people, right?
Yeah.
So that is how the healing journey begins actually. So the moment you elevate yourself, you wanted to help people. But the problem where is it happening is that victim mindset of like, you know what, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough thing to go and heal, because most of the time we don't know who we want to become. That's why we only see ourselves now and then keep on giving a reason that finance is the problem, right? But then don't you feel that, I mean, like, it's because this is a journey I went through also in my midlife crisis. So when I don't have a finance on the time when I wanted to heal myself, but my coaches helped me, right? But I did pay back to them. I mean, like, whatever that they have given, I don't want to negotiate on that, because healing is an investment you are doing for yourself, right? And eventually whatever the money you are spending in healing, not even in education, might return you or not, that's a different story. But in healing, it is going to come back to you 10 times, right? So that is what came back to me, and then that is what came back to Mangala, and then that is what guiding you as well, right? So finance is not the issue actually. So the loneliness we feel is the issue.
Yeah. I believe that they have to seek for the help first. Then I'm very sure, being a coach, their motive is to help people. So they will find a way to help them out. So the first step is to come out from that zone and seek for help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, because they were
sharing that.
always giving enough for the kids, right? Eventually, you will be able to find way to make it happen. It's just that you needed a guide and you just needed to step out of your comfort zone, right? So that's a part of it actually. So this is the message you wanted to give actually, right? So yeah,
Right. Thank you very much, Revathy, for being with us today and sharing all these beautiful insights. It has, I'm pretty sure it has given a lot of eye-opening moment for whoever watching this, right? Like from where to where. That's the amazing journey that she have gone through, and she is ready to inspire more people to walk through, hold your hands, and come, let's go, let's do this. We got this, right? Yeah, so that's how she's being, and lovely to be the channel as well. And thank you very much, Coach Dilip.
I would like to ask Revathy. So, what is the one thing you wanted to tell people about manifestation?
Yeah.
Okay. It can be regardless of man or woman, right? You must understand that there is an energy around you which is blocking your manifestation, right? So seek for coaches like Dilip. There are so many coaches out there, whoever you're comfort with, clear that energy, the bad energy, the negative energy. The moment you get guidance to clear the negative energy around you, you'll be able to see, or you will be start receiving the blessings from universe. This is something that I learned from coach class, and of course they will take you through the process, right? Be ready to go through the process, come out from your comfort zone, and you will definitely achieve it.
Oh, that's beautifully said.
Beautifully
So, to summarize today's session, actually, it's about like you needed to walk out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And if you are finding difficulty to say no, remember you have a lot of deep energy within you which can bring you to the transformation journey wherever you wanted to become, right? And also, it's not only about meditation. You also need to come into this reality and connect with your body, and then walk through in this body and see who do you want to become in future. So that vision is going to guide you through and walk you through in your manifestation journey, and stop blaming others for your pain actually. So when you stop blaming others, you will start finding appreciation deep within you, that is going to bring you out of your loneliness phase, and you're going to connect with people and you're going to nurture them, right? And the last but not least, the moment you connect with yourself, you are going to help your kids into bring them into a beautiful beings who's going to impact the world, who's going to generate more and more love around them, who's going to generate more and more abundance around them. Keep watching and keep growing.
And happy manifesting. Thank you very much, guys. See you all in next episode.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you,
Mangala.
Revathy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.